All I wanted was an 18-year-old penis. Never mind. You know, Dasher and Dancer and Comet and Blitzen and
Rudolph
and all those other motherfucking bitches. But do you recall? The most dangerous brothers of all. Get it? Bro to Bro podcast. Has a very catchy tune, right?
Right?
They never let all the other guys come on their podcast. Disgusting. So that's how that song goes.
That was a great start. Fuck, man.
Welcome to Bro to Bro. It is episode 24.
Is it?
Yeah.
You got some sweats. Have I got some sweats too? I think I do. I think I can feel it.
I don't have sweats. You're talking shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, we're at episode 24.
That's crazy. Actually, we're watching some of the old episodes. I watched some of our clips. Fucking hilarious shit we've done in the past.
Out of context, they're better. If you don't watch the whole episode and you just go back to the clips.
Yeah.
Good
well,
stuff.
I mean, if you boil things down to the gems, they're always good. You know, like you look at Winston Churchill and the shit that he said over the years, and you boil it down to his quotes. What a gem. But I'm sure he did some weird stuff that you didn't want to catch on camera. It wasn't cameras back then like this. But you know what I mean? Like, you boil it down to the fucking gems. It's great.
Did you just... Okay. You just tried to... Okay. So... Okay. I didn't know if you were comparing us to Winston Churchill or not. I guess you are.
Well, Family Guy did it, and then they kind of cut it down. They said, don't boil down to the gems because he called that one chick a cunt.
Oh.
They're like, oh,
They had that word back then?
apparently.
That's pretty cool.
Family Guy assumes they did. I feel like probably not, though. That's a good point. I feel
Cunt's
like
probably been around for since the 1600s.
You think so?
I think it's been you cunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
You a royal cunt. Off with his head.
I wonder. Actually, that's interesting to see when swear words, because colloquialisms and swear words are kind of different. I wonder if they were just colloquialisms that became swear words. Like Webster's like, motherfucker, they've been saying this shit for fucking 50 years. This is a word now.
Yeah. No, I get that. So I feel like it wasn't as... I still feel like cunt was one of those words that was gradually like, oh yeah, that's bad.
I feel like now it's acceptable. I remember this one time. So I was working in porn. So I'm working in porn.
He was not
I'm
the star.
I was definitely not the star.
Definitely see you see
Yeah,
his dick.
little baby dick. So I'm selling. So
Kinda like a baby carrot.
little bite taken out of it. Small guy.
Yeah, it's weird shape.
Yeah. Nobody's perfect.
I don't know why I know so much about it.
Yeah. Bros. We're bros.
Yeah.
So I'm selling marketing and sales. I'm selling porn, and I'm at this convention, and I use the word cunt. I didn't call anybody a cunt, but I used the word cunt. And one of my bosses, he was like the VP of the company. His girlfriend was so offended, like to the point where she's like she made such a big fucking deal. She told me she was gonna get me fired. I'm like, I didn't even call you a cunt, but you're kind of being a cunt. Did not go well.
No, I guess not, eh?
So it happened again, and I'm just like, I didn't even say it. She just thought I was gonna say it. I'm like, oh my God, you're such a fucked up individual that a word affects you that much. She was a cunt.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get people hold on to stuff though.
But it's not racist.
No,
it's
it's
not
not.
biased. It's not mean. I'm not segregated. I'm not. It's just like, oh, what a cunt. Like,
They're like
oh, don't
that-
use that dirty word around me. What, are you so
well,
fucking special?
we grew up in
I
a
can't say the
house.
word cunt around you?
Yeah.
Fuck off, cunt.
Okay, so I think we're at our limit of cunts in the episode. Okay, now we're past it. No, yeah. I feel like people grew up in different households where like you don't say, damn it. You don't say damn it. You don't.
But she was in the porn business.
Yeah.
You have to accept the fact that if you're selling porn, you're subject to certain things that people might call, passe or whatever word you want to use. So the word, she looks at cunts all day. Can't say the word cunt around her. Fuck off.
See, now you're labeling it as a vagina.
Yeah.
So now you're calling her a fucked up vagina. And so in her eyes, she's like, excuse me,
But I
sir.
never called her a cunt. I did now. She's earned it. You earned the moniker cunt.
She wasn't wrong in thinking that you were going to say it because you eventually, however long, 13 years later, you did say it.
Yeah, it's super preemptive. Can you imagine? She's a time traveler. She's like, I know he's going to say this about me in a podcast 12 years from now. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I know what you're going to say about me. Wow.
Okay, so this has gone somewhere I didn't think it was going to go.
Yeah. Caught fire pretty quick.
I want to apologize to Kathy, was it?
I have no idea what her name was.
Either do I.
Let's just call her cunt for now.
I want to go with Kathy.
Yeah, Kathy, whatever.
Kathy works. So
The
Kathy.
C word. Nice. Kathy with a C.
Okay.
Nice, right?
Charlotte. Anyway, Charlotte, I apologize for Jonathan calling you a cunt.
You know what? It actually might have been Charlotte. I'm not even kidding.
Nice.
Yeah. I forget. I'll have to find out later. I will get back to you.
Yeah, honestly, find out just because now I feel like
Now I'm invested.
I feel like I did some like mind traveling as well.
Yeah.
Mind traveling.
I wonder if she's in the room right now.
Let's
Don't
not-
think she's a
let's
ghost.
not
So
say
yeah,
that.
we just.
She could have died.
Yeah.
Maybe
could've.
she had
Anything could happen.
maybe she had a heart attack after you called her cunt, and she was like, "This is it for me. I'm done."
That's it.
Wow, too much for me.
It'd be
Dead.
too bad if that's how she kind of on her way out, but it is what it is. Speaking of being dead, you know, the Queen Elizabeth is 95, and she refuses to retire. That being said, I don't know what a queen does that really involves a whole lot of work. I don't know what you have to retire from.
Yeah.
What, wearing a crown?
I mean, no, but like you still have to get it's a lot of pressure, right?
A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Doing what?
You're the Queen of England.
How
dog.
is there less pressure if you retire?
She's not retired?
No, she refuses to retire.
Yeah, because she's a fucking. Yeah, you know why? Because you know what? You slow down, you die.
So you're saying she's doing it to maintain longevity. She's
Yeah.
in it for the long.
Yeah, but you also don't know what's going on over there.
That's true. I
You ever seen Weekend at Bernie's?
No.
What if it's Weekend at Buckingham Palace? She's
Yeah,
a fucking
she
dead
dead
bitch,
for a decade.
and they're just like,
She ain't going nowhere.
oh, twist it with the right hand. No, left. She's left-handed. Guys, stop it.
I think she's actually an alien, so there's that. Yeah.
She could be. You know what? I don't
Makes
know.
sense.
Anyway, speaking of being alive,
Yeah.
what's going on, man? You know?
Actually, you know what? I slept for 12 hours yesterday, so I feel pretty good today. I'm obviously full of energy, which is nice.
Yeah, that's good.
You said you had a rough one yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday, fucking boys. Yesterday, I last night anyway, I'll start at the end.
Yeah, I like to reverse engineer. Good call.
Yeah, so Elena came home. She was pretty pickled, so I was like, you know what, man? I feel like I can take the reins on this one. We should get food, you know? And she's like, let's get a pizza. I'm like, you are drunk. She's like, not drunk. And so she was. And then we ordered pizza, and then as soon as she hit send, she's like, out cold.
So you
So
mucked a whole pizza.
I mucked more than half.
Nice.
And we had wings there. But the thing is, her dad also got 8 liters of orange juice. And I mucked 2 bowls not 2 bowls. I didn't drink it. I have a damn bowl. I had 2 mugs of it. It's kind of like it's a wide mug. It's kind of like a bowl. You could have soup out of it, kind of thing. So I had 2 full mugs of that. And then when the pizza came, they came with pop too. So I had 2 500 milliliters of pop. So I had like 2 liters of sugary drink, and more than half pizza, and more than half the wings.
How's your heartburn today?
It's terrifying. I also had red wine last night.
Oh my God, that's such a nightmare.
Dude, the pizza didn't get there till 1 a.m.
No.
So
You and I live very different lives, bro.
no.
Not for me.
I'm on a different path. I feel
Yeah, how would you do this? Every time you have a rough day, you're like, I'm a new person. You're not better than me. I'm better than you. I'm a new person. I'm doing these things.
I
I'm
didn't
like,
say any of
you
that.
make that decision like 20 minutes ago. You're like,
First of all,
had a rough one.
I didn't say any of that.
Yeah. I put some words in your mouth. It's true.
What I said was, I'm learning my lesson, and I'm thinking that I don't want to do this anymore because I woke up feeling like a walking bag of trash.
Oof.
So I went and did a workout, some HIIT workouts too. So I only did 20 minutes.
Sweat it out.
So yeah, I still felt like garbage after that. But
Did you burn a bunch of weed last night too?
Oh yeah.
See, anytime I smoke weed,
Oh,
the next day
I
I have
also
to
ate
get a good
edibles.
sweat. Oh fuck.
I had
you
edibles.
smoke weed and eat edibles?
Yeah.
Do you eat the ones that are in my drawer?
Yeah.
How much are they fucking you up?
No, not that bad.
I'm afraid to take them.
I had a whole one. I started with a half one, but for some reason I think I took it in the morning one day.
That's really stupid.
I know, and I know. I don't think I actually did though. I don't remember when I took it. But I'm like, I ate half. It might have been the night that I got drunk with Elena. Anyway, I had a whole one like yesterday, and I was like, okay, but you also want to do housework, so don't pass out. So I had an espresso, and then I smoked a little bit of weed to chill out.
And then you took
then
one
I
of
had
your
some
meth
wine. No, I didn't take. That's the morning stuff.
Ah, right. Sorry, I thought we were still on the wake and edibles thing.
No. So yeah,
Just a
night-
cocktail of shit. Your body was so confused.
Oh, my body
it's like
was
a roller
not
coaster
happy.
ride in bed.
Dude,
It's like,
my,
what
I
the fuck?
lifted my shirt this morning. My belly was literally frowning at me. I was like, what? How does that even happen? It was like, it wasn't looking good. But yeah, like yesterday, it was a weird day. I took my first improv class.
Oh yeah, how'd that go? I saw you say, "Well, that's not the class for me," and I had like such a different. I had like 2 schools of thought. One of them was, these people are all fucking nerds. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something funny. Or, wow, these people are way better than I am, and I was out of my league.
No, definitely not number 2. No,
Good,
it's not. It's not like they were nerds. I mean, yeah. But the thing is, if you're
People that go to improv classes are nerds. It's
Yeah.
cool. I'm a nerd at certain things.
Yeah.
Like being cool. That's about it, though. Go on.
he's a fucking loser.
Yeah.
If you had to say that, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
sorry, buddy.
I know. When you pump your own tires, you're a piece of shit. I get it.
Yeah, we're on the same page. Okay, so, no, it was like one of those it was like she also teaches a improv for anxiety class, and then there was like.
That seems.
No,
like
it's good.
that's-
No, I know it's the best. Honestly, I understand it completely, and like I understand it so much because at first so many people were nervous. I was a little nervous walking into it. When I saw everybody, I was like,
Nope.
yeah, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like I was nervous about not being ready for improv.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You just gotta show up.
Yeah.
Barriers to entry. Show up. Check.
Yeah, but also rules. Like you can't be like You can't deny anything. If someone messes up, or if you have something in your hands and you're giving it to them, and they think it's something else, you have to go with that. You have to go yes and kind of thing. It's always like you never block the situation.
Yeah.
It has to be always like progressing the situation.
I understand.
Being present. She was like, everyone has to be present.
Yeah. Like, get
What
off your
are you not
phones
listening?
and- Yeah.
No, and she was like,
You gotta be in the
basically,
moment because you have to
yeah,
use all your faculties to try to keep it going.
yeah, it wasn't kindergarten. It was grade 2.
Okay, and you are in grade.
I don't know yet. Still waiting to hear back from the officers.
Approximately. Are you in high school?
I don't know, dude. I'm definitely doing well though.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm definitely growing up.
I think that you are. That's probably what you're most
Oh,
proficient.
you're
okay.
saying like, oh, sorry, I didn't know what you were saying. You're saying like my level of improv.
Yeah. What the fuck did you think I meant?
I'm like, you actually think I'm in school still? I'm not.
There two things were going to happen. You were going to say, "Oh, I'm in grade 8," so you'd look like an idiot, but you'd also look like, "Oh, I'm actually an evolved improver." But you didn't. But you went one step further. Didn't even understand it, which is exceptional. So thank you.
Well, you didn't understand what I was saying either.
Yeah.
It's not like we were in grade 2 level.
I know
She was
that.
teaching us.
You were using the same comparison I was using.
She was teaching us
Yes,
like we were
and?
grade 2 kids. Fuck you, man. Yes, and. So like I like there was I don't know, man. Like there was a fucking I don't know. It's just like no one wins. Everyone has to listen to each other. So instead of trying to one up somebody, you have to listen and then help them. Blah blah blah. I'm like, this doesn't seem like the class for me. But I'm fine. I'm like, I can get into improv because it teaches me to listen to people. There's people telling stories.
Fair.
I shouldn't hop in.
Well, I think
I do that
you'll pick
sometimes.
up tricks. Like the thing is
Yeah.
if you're evolving at anything, regardless of what it is, if you work with someone that's just working on their foundational skills and you really may have a natural talent for it, but you haven't worked at it yet, it's good to be around people that are just starting because you will pick up some good tools you can add to your
Yeah.
arsenal. Because you'll take something that someone's doing there, you'll add that into your arsenal, and you'll become exponentially better because you have an aptitude for it already.
Yeah. I'm also casting for the Comedy Wizards.
Nice.
So basically, I am doing more stand-up and I'm going to do more improv only because I need to find a group of people that is committed to comedy like I am. I have a full out studio, big soundstage, recording booths. I have a big vision. I have a plan. Like I have everything set up. I have like a timeline for everything. But you have to find people that are actually not too big.
You need to
but
find your tribe.
Yeah.
You need to find your tribe of people. It's like any business you ever get into, you need to find the tribe of people that are going to be good and on the same page as what you're doing.
Yeah.
And like I said, if people don't have their own big vision to work towards, if they see and believe in yours, they will work towards it just the same as if it were theirs.
Yeah.
Which is important.
Well, the thing is, I want everyone to be involved. I want people's ideas to be out. I want this.
It's got to be mutually beneficial.
This
That's
is
the big
free
thing.
content for them as well. Also, you know what I mean. And then the thing is, I will be sponsoring every episode that goes out with my own money.
Nice.
So that's like that there alone, like it shows that I'm committed, and I
Yep.
want everyone else that comes along. I'm not gonna just deal with anybody that's like, oh yeah, I can commit sometime. Like I need people that actually want to put the time in because that's what it takes.
Yeah, and I think the big thing is, you and I had this conversation the other day. You have to show people a full plan. You have to show people
Yeah.
a full idea. How, like, what is it? How does it work? What's going to happen? What's in it for me? What's in it for you?
Yeah.
And then the whole, how does it come to fruition? What's the time investment? What's the end result? And
Yeah.
when you give people that, because, I was thinking about it. I yelled something in the car ridiculous today by myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm such a visionary. It was super great. But what I realized is that one of my very true strengths is that I do see things before they become real. And like the vision that I have, so I'm building right now a company that's a mix between VaynerX and Disney. For people that don't know what that is, everybody knows what Disney is. Disney is the #1 media company in the world. And they went and when they started, I think in the 20s, their strategy was content first, and then they found marketing and media outlets, right? And VaynerMedia, VaynerX, is very like marketing first, and then they use other outlets for basically client content. And what I want to do is I want to build something in the middle, in between. So we've got Mars and Mars TV, so we'll be doing our own productions, which is, now bear with me. I'd say this with a grain of salt. Mars TV and Mars is basically like the Disney, right? Where you have production and you have an outlet of production with your own channel, basically, right? And then you've got Wallbanger Media, which is my VaynerMedia. So it's full service advertising, marketing, basically sales, anything that helps you, like strategy, analytics, anything that creates a great marketing company. And then below that, nothing's really above or below, but then there's Vertical, which is a influence marketing monetization platform, which is very tech heavy.
Yeah.
So if you think about it across the spectrum, you've got, production, you've got marketing, and you've got a distribution outlet.
Yeah.
And then over time,
It's its own system, its own ecosystem.
that's exactly it. And then over time, what I would like to do is start buying up smaller companies that add to the value of what I'm doing.
Like he did, yeah.
Very much like Disney and very much like Vayner. They've both done it. Like Disney.
I love how he loves sports too, and then like he just made a sports division.
Yep.
And now he's they're an agent.
Vayner Sports. Yeah.
Yeah, they're an agent for
Amazing
like
emerging talent.
It's so cool because it's a good step towards what he wants to do is buy the Jets.
Yes.
So I'm sure he has a couple of the Jets guys.
He does, and
Yeah.
he's also started working with a lot of the NFL owners on other small projects. So he knows how to infiltrate, and I love that because him and I have that same vision.
He's making the moves towards his goal, though. Yeah,
exactly. And it's like, for me, I think the better you become as an entrepreneur, the longer down the road and the more complicated your vision is. So right now, you are working on your vision for this show, and for me, you're like, okay, it's an 18-week process. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking 18 years ahead. That's how far ahead I'm thinking with this company, and I've got all these pieces and how all this lays out.
I'm going to call you a cunt in 18 years, but you won't see that coming. I will.
So for me, I find it fascinating that like the strategy that you're employing now for what you're doing. I've been doing that for so long, so I'm at a point now where this is my true long game. This company, I'm thinking of calling it like Everest Holdings and then having all these other things. It's kind of like my Mount Everest. It's like this huge mountain, like metaphorical mountain that I'm climbing that is going to take me 18, 25 years, whatever it is. But I'll be able to turn this, like you tell you right now, that this will be a multi-billion-dollar media company because I see the vision and I know what I have to do to start it. I know all the different moving pieces and parts that I need. I know what time to press play on each button. I know how long it's going to take. I know what it's going to cost. I've basically calculated for.
You have to calculate for obviously things going on.
Everything.
Ari.
And it's going to go awry.
Elena calls it Ari.
Well, I've calculated. Like I have made a large allowance. I would say up to 50% of things changing, and whatever's going on in the market, I can twist and turn my strategy because each one of these companies fulfills a different aspect of media. That if content production is king, I'll just produce more content. And if it's more in marketing and media, then I'll just do that. If it's buying up, if it's acquiring smaller companies and smaller brands, I'll just focus on that and use them as outlets. So whatever it is, I've basically created this roadmap that is 20 years down the road. So that's what's so for me right now, I'm getting buy-ins from people that are, cover all spectrums of this media company. They're already interested because they're seeing what I can explain to them in this vision.
I find that you're finally moving on to the. I'm understanding it more as I look into Gary and you. You're finally into the area of now you're making moves, business wise. Like now, just recently.
Yes.
You're making moves towards your final goal because before it was I need some capital.
Yes.
And so I was doing anything and everything
Foundation.
that made sense at the time.
Yep.
Just to make that extra money. But now you're like actually every move is going to be towards the higher goal. Like,
yeah. You are 100% correct. And the way that I explain that to people is I say for the last, let's say, how long have I been struggling to be an entrepreneur? 14 years?
Yeah, I'd say at least 32 years.
Like I started selling weed when I was 15. So that's when the mess started.
Oh yeah, he used to hide it in the ceiling tiles.
Yes, it was
what
fucking
a guy.
Brilliant.
What a guy.
And
no one had cell phones though, so all these kids would be showing up on Christmas Day for fucking. Is Jonathan here? What do you mean? Is Jonathan here? Go home and see your family.
Yeah, they just need a little weed first. No big deal. Never got caught.
Except for by mom and dad.
Yeah, well, my mom didn't catch me. My dad did. My dad knew. He was just like, stop doing this. I was like, all right, I banked. I'm good. And the thing is, I didn't smoke it at the time either, so I wasn't getting high.
But you had nice stuff, and I was like, why do you have nice stuff?
I was 15 years old, making like $50,000 a year. I was doing okay. Then when I was like 21, I put on a big music show and lost $5,000, so it wasn't actually that big. It was just a music show. Anyway, so I struggled. I've been very reactive because I didn't know what I was good at, what I was going to do, where I was going to land. So up until, like you said, probably the last 6-8 months, I have been a reactive entrepreneur that had to do the things he had to do to build his foundation, take on whatever, and get ahead. But now I'm at that point where I'm starting to be proactive, where I can throw the darts instead of dodge the fucking things. So now, when you make that transition from reactive to proactive, that's when you get to start building your long-term vision. And I'm grateful that it took this long because honestly, I don't think I truly knew what I wanted to do.
You wouldn't have been ready if you started too early.
That's exactly right. So I'm very grateful just to be where I am right now.
Yeah. That's why I think, honestly, like, when you're like a rich kid growing up and you have a lot of money and you have all that money right away, you're going to waste it. Like, you're going to waste it on, like, if you actually have drive to do something with it, you're probably going to waste it because it's already readily available without learning any lessons.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, oh, well, seems like a right move. Here's 20 mil. Like, what do you mean? Wow. Yeah.
The toilet paper entrepreneur teaches you a lot more.
What?
It's a book called Toilet Paper Entrepreneur. The premise of it is getting by with very little. So like on the cover of the book, it's a toilet paper roll with like three squares of toilet paper.
3 squares.
Like how are you gonna figure this out with nothing? What are you gonna do?
I figured it out with just the cardboard before.
Yeah.
You should rip it off and do a
Yeah,
scrape. It's not cool. After that,
get by.
You got to do a wash down after that though.
A little bidet.
Yeah, that's just just like a little shovel and then get it out, get some real toilet paper. But yeah, I tend to. I'm more of an adult now. I usually have more toilet paper there.
I think now I look first. I'm like, how's a TP situation?
Yeah, once you've been burned, you don't want to get burned
No,
again. You
like,
learn your lesson.
I made that mistake too many times.
Yeah, you stub your toe in the same bed corner 14 times. You're like, well, fuck that bed.
Get a new bed.
You're not getting sheets over you anymore.
Nah,
I'm gonna see you every minute.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, my kneecap.
You walk in the door. You don't even go near the bed. You just look at the corner. Like I know who you are. So.
Fuck, man. I've had some alarming pain banging my knee into the bed.
Oh, and that coffee table next to your couch.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a
yeah.
good one too.
Oh, toe bangers. When Mag bangs her toes, she
Oh fuck! She goes right to the ground.
It is like the longest slur of offensive swear words you've ever heard. Like so bad. I'm like, oh my god, what happened? Like she's dead. I stubbed my fucking toe. Oh, jeez, babe, come on.
Well, that pain initially is something that you have to mentally get over.
I just deal with it. I'm like, that's.
You're like, oh. And as soon as you know it's gonna get better, you're like, it's fine. But like for a while there, you're like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. Oh my god, You run outside, jump in the snow, you piss on your face. You're like, I don't know what to do.
Like you're stung by a jellyfish. The fuck.
Yeah, like, I know that feeling. I recently have a new 4-month plan with my barbaker.
Nice.
My barber.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you have a 4-month plan with your barber?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
What's that?
So basically, we talked about it, and
You went through a strategy with your barber.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strategies. So right now my hair is at this level, and I was like, I got to do some filming and stuff probably soon. So I really want to.
Is it to let it grow? Is that the strategy?
Let it grow.
Okay.
Let it grow.
You guys really came onto something profound there.
Yeah,
Go on.
but like I have porcupine hair. It goes out the sides.
No, I have Jufro Chia Pet hair, brah.
Wow, you just slanging it out, this guy. So basically, yeah. So 4 months, we're gonna get a little longer, and the plan is after the 4 months, I'm gonna be Captain America, basically.
No, so you're working towards being Captain America.
Yeah, 4 months.
That actually, you know what? That actually went a lot further than I thought it would go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna fuck around. I'm at this stage of my life. I feel like I should be doing serious moves. So yeah.
So you grew a mustache.
Yeah. Well, that one's just for the ladies.
Nice.
But so
like a small seizure.
Yeah.
Small seizure.
How's it going tonight, ladies? We have to leave because there's some guy that's gonna murder us. So yeah, like no, like if you ever saw Captain America, I'll throw it in when I'm editing. Captain America's hair in Infinity War, guy's a fucking stud. It looks just like, he just,
oozes sexuality.
I just want to ooze on his sexuality.
Yeah. I think knock that one out of the fucking pack.
So yeah, so every month I'm gonna go back, and then just get a little bit longer, and then so gradually, yes, in 4 months from now I shall be Captain Canada.
Nice. That's ridiculous. I haven't been able to change my haircut in 20 years.
That's personal choice.
No, it's actually not.
Yeah, it
because
is.
Yeah, well, okay, it is, but it's for the better of every person that I don't let my hair grow out.
I mean,
I grew it out when I was 22 with Meg, and it looked like a chia pet. It just kind of it looked like this. It just it just slowly grows out. It looks so bad. It's just like it just gets thicker and thicker and thicker, and it doesn't go down. It looks so bad.
Well, you could have chopped up the sides and just gone along on top and doing the flick back.
I tried that too. It doesn't work. It just it wants to just go everywhere. It looks so bad. I remember when we opened Nomads in Port Credit, I let my hair grow for like 3 months, and then I finally cut it. And I'm like, oh, I'll try this haircut. You look like an asshole.
Yeah.
So I had to cut it. You need to cut it. And now it's starting to go white. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I got to use the shampoos.
Oh, dude, I've seen that. You've had that shampoo for years.
I've been using it for like 5 years. You know what's weird, though? Is I haven't used it for like a month and a half. And my hair's, it's still really not going that white. Like, it started going white when I was in my early 20s, straight up. But, like, straight up,
dog.
But for the amount that it's gone white since then, it's been, like, the most gradual, like, I can't, it's
You're like
crazy.
dad? You like
Yeah, it's weird.
No, like dad got his eyesight back out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He wore glasses for like fucking 20 years, and all of a sudden he's like, well, these glasses are making me life blurry. So
Yes, he throws them out.
So now he doesn't wear glasses anymore, and he sees clear.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, yes, I'm anti-aging. So, actually, you know what's really interesting? I had a conversation today with Cam Cogswell. He used to be my coach for bodybuilding. And a bunch of other shit we talked about, which is pretty interesting. But one thing is we got into the conversation of actually reversing age. So there's this thing. Well, a couple things. Now, there's always what's new in the market. So, like, years
A Benjamin
ago,
Button pill is new in the market.
So, metformin and NMN are two things right now that they're heavily being used in the States, and they say that they actually not just stop aging but reverse it by 10 years. And what metformin was a diabetes drug. But it was super, and I don't know enough about this.
Oh, yeah,
I think I'm saying it because I think it's worth the research, and I'm really going to dive into it because Joe Rogan's all about it. But it's interesting because what happens is if you take the right amount, you will regress in aging. But the thing is, if you take too much, it affects your myostatin levels, which affect your muscle growth. So it's like this weird balance you got to find. Like, I think you should really take it under doctor supervision. But if you do take it, apparently it knocks you back like 10 years of like aging.
This is something I'd have to just trust somebody because I don't even understand the words you're saying. I'd be like, so you're saying
I got half of that.
You're saying this is gonna work.
Yeah.
So, but basically,
Do I snort it?
will I have a bigger penis? Will my penis look
10 years younger.
Yeah, will my penis look like it's 18?
Yeah.
All I wanted was an 18-year-old penis. Never mind. That came out of context. I don't want that. That's not happening. So.
Oh fuck, that's such a good soundbite.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna use that out of context. I don't think. That's how we start the episode.
100%.
Okay, well we'll do that then. That's interesting. I think that's a good one to start with. Yeah.
Agreed.
But
How's your week ahead look? What are you up to now?
I'm trying to get so this guy behind the camera. You're not gonna see him because he's behind the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have those fancy cameras.
Neither seen nor heard. He has Buster Bluth.
Nice. Yeah. The blue is land. So actually, the blue is land. You don't get the reference. You don't watch the show. It's fine. So I'm teaching him how to do podcasts more right now. Yeah, you got it.
Forgot about the topography thing. Nice. Back-to-back Arrested Development jokes brought to you by Bro to Bro.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.com. We're not sponsored, but do it.
Get a job.
Yeah, get a job. So
Indeed hit me for $250 the other day for something that we weren't supposed to advertise. I got 11,000 applicants for something that I don't even want to pay anybody for. Fuck. Anyway,
that's kind of cool though. That's a high stat.
Yeah, but I think a lot of them were like bots. At Descalana, she knows more about
that'd be hard to finish that job, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, you're a bot?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you on Monday, I guess. Hello, Jonathan.
Completely roboticized my business. Yeah, I just hired 11,000 new people.
Nice.
They're
all robots.
Everybody.
What? Do they have emotions?
No.
Right up until they do, and they take over the world. Anyway, so Tyler will be doing all the podcasts and the content we have going out for small clips and stuff with our clients that we have.
Yep.
So which will free up my time because I really need to start taking more classes and doing more stand-up. Now that I've gone back, I really realize how much it means to go out and just get these things done. Because it just broadens my horizon, and I'm meeting people. I need to meet people so that I can do this show in hopefully 12 weeks time I can start.
Yeah, I mean it's like anything. I try to tell people if they want to get into a business or get into anything they're interested in life, you have to submerge yourself. I think there's something to be said for planning. I think you should do some planning, but don't overplan. Don't paralysis by analysis situation. Don't get stuck thinking things through too much. Just submerge, because what's going to happen is once you submerge, all these dots are going to start to connect, and the knowledge and ideas you have are going to come to life, but you have to jump off the cliff. You have to submerge.
Yeah. No, I get it, and that's why I'm committing to everything that I didn't really want to do, because I was just like, I don't need it, but I do need it, because you know what? I don't really see myself as being a stand-up comedian for a long time. I might, you never know, maybe that path will take me there, but I feel like doing stand-up comedy will push me in a direction that I need to be pushed in, no matter what. I need to feel everything, all the emotions, all the hard work that goes into it, improv and stand-up. I need to literally go crush a couple of those. Like, I want to crush one course of improv at least 7 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I want to do stand-up for hopefully the next 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
Like I think sporadically, not like all the time, but like I want to do it sporadically and just like.
I think if you did stand-up for a year, I think you'd be in a great spot.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, your shit is so funny. I think if you focused, and I don't think it just has to be that. Like, I think you could do script writing, you could do your show, do other things.
I can't do everything though. That's the
thing. I know, but I think you have to. I think if you made that like 50% of your time in a year, you'd be so fucking. You'd be playing everywhere, talking everywhere, doing whatever it is. Like you have the talent, but it's like you said. You got to figure out what you're going to focus on. Or it's like the grass is always greener where you water it. That's just a fact. You need to focus on something with, in my opinion, honestly, I think if you want to be great, you have to be extreme. I just truly believe that. And I think you can find
Yeah.
balance at another time, but you have to be extreme or you'll never be great because someone else is out there being fucking extreme and they're going to beat you
Yeah.
and they're going to do better because you
that's
got
the
to
thing.
figure there's only so many slots.
Well, once you go to second, I went to Second City from improv. Once you go there and you see the walls covered in faces that are famous people,
Yeah.
you're like, oh fuck, like everyone's done this.
Yes.
Everyone that's famous has done this, even though it looks like maybe they didn't work that hard. They worked hard.
You just
They
didn't see
worked.
him for
They
10
worked.
years.
Yeah, they worked very hard. And it's not like I'm not working hard. It's just that I'm not organizing myself to work hard enough because I have all the passion for it, and I put work in the wrong areas sometimes.
What I think that's a lot of people fall victim
It's
to
like
that.
you jump ahead to something that you think you need to be doing, and you really just don't know.
Your sequencing and priorities are a very challenging thing to keep organized when you don't have failure under your belt.
Yeah.
Until you failed 100 times at something like I have,
Yeah.
like I'll pump my tires with being a failure. I'm the biggest failure I know. And because I've done that,
Second that.
I know exactly what to prioritize. I know my sequencing and I know it very, very well.
Yeah.
Like as a business consultant, I am decades beyond my age because of my failure and
Yeah.
only because I am ambitious enough to keep getting up no matter how many times I fall. But sorry, to your point, I absolutely agree. You have to get those years of you got to get it under your belt. You got to get it.
The thing is, with what me and you do though too is different from what a lot of other people do. Is there's no really one straight formula to entrepreneurship or
no.
to being a comedian. Because being a comedian, like Tina Fey is the king of improv, but she doesn't fuck around with stand up.
Really.
And she tried, but she's just not for her.
Right.
So it's like if someone gave me a book on what to do and how to get where I want to do, like no one's gonna start off by like trying to make their own show. I get that, but no one's gonna have a right path, like a direct path for me that's gonna work for sure.
No.
And so basically, instead of just having someone tell me what the right way to go is, I have to try a little bit of everything, feel it out,
And then make your decision.
Yeah, I have to do the things that are a little more uncomfortable. It feels like I'm wasting my time, even though I know
No.
temporarily.
You're right. You're doing the right things.
Yeah, exactly.
You're doing the right things. Look, there's something that Gary Vee says, and I think this is not just him. This is a lot of people, and I've adopted it myself. And until you're 30 years old, you're still a baby. You're still feeling around. You're still figuring it out. Go trial and error that bitch.
Yeah.
And because that's and the reason I can say this is the exact, and like you were saying, no one's going to be able to tell you the path. But what I can tell everybody is the first step is trying everything.
Yeah.
Because then you find your path. Because I've never had a great mentor. I never needed one. You know, I always think like, oh, what if I had this mentor, someone to help me out? I don't fucking need one because they're going to tell me what worked for them and their experience. I'm different. So I went out there and tried everything, and it took me a lot of years, and I made some decisions that have helped me become successful in some industries, but I know they're not my end game anymore, but I had to try them.
Yeah.
And I think with you, it's the same thing. You got to look at it this way. You're 28. You got 2 more years. Try everything in front of you that is under the umbrella of comedy and acting and that shit, and then start figuring out which one you like the most and what's going to work for you and where your skill set and talents really are, because you have to find the crosshatch between what I love and what I'm good at. You need to be self-aware and honest. But when you find that space, when you hit 30, if you can put your foot down on the fucking gas when you hit 30, you will be wildly successful if you spend your next 2 years figuring that all out.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you though. Like in this arena, what you love is what you're good at. There's no two ways about it. If you're passionate about it more than anything else, but you have the skill.
Yes,
then this is what I have to do.
Yeah.
So like if stand up comedy is what I was passionate about, I have to make sure I got good at it because this is what I really want to do. For me, what I really like to do is create content. I love creating something that is original, and doing it with a team is fine. Like I love that, but I don't necessarily. I would love to be in movies. I've been in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I have done improv. I've done stand up comedy. I've done my sketch comedy. I've done podcasts. I've done a few things.
Yeah.
But I know what I like the most is creating a skit or creating a show or creating something that has come out of a collective of people or my mind, and I've put it on there. We've edited it as a team, and it has come out, and this is our baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, oddly enough, directing in that kind of area or like writing or creating could be something that I'm really like passionate about as well. So as well as being in front of the camera, I do want to be a part of the creating of the idea. I don't know if I'm not a great writer, but creating the actual scene or creating the ideas behind the scenes is kind of where I really fucking love that shit. So it's just it's a weird path, but I'm on it, and I kept talking about it like way earlier in the Broderbro episodes. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it. But now I'm just doing it.
Yep.
So now it's just instead of talking about it, I'm just going to do it, and it is uncomfortable. I'm not used to taking the train down and trying to find my place and where I am, and And that's not like a crazy hard thing to do. It's just like I'm not used
It's
to it.
unknown.
Yeah, because I have everything what I fucking need. I have everything I need right here to do things I want to. And so it was given to me on a silver platter, and instead of learning like I should have been, it'd almost be better if I didn't have the studio. It almost would have been better for a little while if I didn't have it. So then I was forced to go out and do these things, but at least I realize it now, and now I'm going out and trying them.
There's two schools of thought there. You know, if you didn't have the studio, maybe you wouldn't feel like you were letting yourself down and not doing anything because you weren't. You know what I mean?
True.
So I mean, you can skin the cat either way.
It doesn't matter how you get there as long as you get there. Right?
Yeah, and I think you made a very good point. Is honestly, success is on the other side of being uncomfortable. It's on the other side of comfortable. That's just where it is. If you see success and you're comfortable, go get uncomfortable. Go become successful.
Yeah.
It's a cliche, but it's true. Anything that you want to do, it's going to be challenging. Anything that if you're going to be great at anything, it's challenging.
Yeah.
If you want a life where you don't care about success, you're lying to yourself. If you want a life where you just want to be average and mediocre and don't want to leave an impact, you're lying to yourself. And then when you quit fucking lying to yourself, find a way to be uncomfortable in the things that you want to do because that's where you're going to grow.
Yeah, I thing is with acting though, I always feel like there's two ways with that one. It's like if you're talented, you have talent. I feel like I have talent.
You do.
Comedic timing, I feel like I have it.
100%.
So
100%.
going to these classes for me and being uncomfortable is going to help me. But then I also saw 4 acting students from the same class in my improv class, and some of them were just uncomfortable. They were uncomfortable people, and they're there to get better at acting. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. This might work for you. You might get a B-roll somewhere. But I'm telling you, if you don't have what it takes, if you're too self-conscious, if you don't really have it, if you don't have it, there's not much fucking.
No, I agree with you.
There's not much in it to learn
that's self-awareness. So it's such a huge and different topic of being self-aware. It's like everybody in the whole planet.
Yeah.
Whether able-bodied or mind, it doesn't matter. Every single person has something amazing to offer the world if they understand where their actual skill set lies, if they are truly honest with themselves.
Yeah.
I know what my thing is. I know what I'm great at. It took me a lot of years to figure it out, but now it's like the world is my fucking playground because I am honest with myself and I do the things that I'm good at. And you know me right away. I pass things off so fucking fast if it's not my area of expertise. I have no qualms about saying, "Hey, Meg, can you help me design this restaurant?" Because I don't see things. Even with my office, like, how should we do this? I'm like, guys, I don't fucking know. And it's not like I don't want to do it. I don't see things that way. I know where I'm good and I know where I'm bad. And I think a lot of times people that want to be, let's say they want to be a great actor, and then maybe they aren't great. And there's 2 things they can do. They can work really hard to become better, or they can be honest with themselves and say, hey, what I wanted was I wanted to be successful. I wanted to be the next Brad Pitt. But the reality is that's not who I am. But I'm going to go be my Brad Pitt in my own industry.
Yeah.
And sometimes people have to bang on the wall for a little while to figure out that that's not really where they're going to land and what they're going to do.
Yeah.
But if people are honest with themselves, they will eventually get to that point. I think that is your arena.
Yeah.
Like you are a comedian.
I also need to realize though, because like, if you have one aspect of it, like I feel like I have 1 or 2 aspects of what it takes out of like 5.
Yep.
Because I have to be honest with myself and realize that my speaking has gotten a lot better than in the start of even
bro to bro. Yeah.
Yeah, bro to bro. Like sometimes I get excited or I'm like hopped up on coffee. I had some espresso. And I'll get a little bit too chatty and run my vowels together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So that's
bypassing vowels
also
today.
Where my eyes are when the camera's rolling, instead of thinking about something, watching myself and how I act and react is something that I have to work on. I have to work on my speech. I have to work on that kind of stuff. But my comedic timing and my
the things you
and
can't
my quickness,
teach.
I have a couple of things that you can't teach that are really good.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to work on, and I have to be honest with myself that if I have these gifts, I have to
work hard.
I have to hone my craft,
yes.
and that's the only way it's going to get better.
And that's exactly. It's like when I was a kid playing baseball. I was an absolute stud baseball player when I was like 12 to 15. Like I was so good. Now, would I have ever made it to the majors? Let's be honest, not likely. But the thing is, I could have I played on Team Canada. I definitely could have gone to the States. But the thing is, when I was 12 and I was that good, I didn't work hard. I thought it was just, this is who I am. This is where I'm at. If I had put in the work, I would have still failed and maybe gone to AAA or AA or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't have made it. I'm cool with that. But if I had worked hard, I would have gone 10 times further because I had the aptitude. And I think people are not aware about their aptitude sometimes. When you are great at something, double the fuck down into it because that's what you should be honing as long as you enjoy it, because that's when you create greatness.
Yeah.
That's when you can become the best version of yourself in whatever it is you love to do. I
Yeah.
think it's very, very important
very
to have
true.
that.
It's funny because like I talk to people and I don't want to make them uncomfortable or like be upset, but then some people are just like like people that follow their dreams and do that kind of stuff. I feel like it's taxing on them, and I feel like it's not really worth it. I'd rather have a life that I can live. And I'm like, okay, it's one aspect of the way to look at it, but I'm like, there's nothing that you really wanted to do when you were a kid. Like you really wanted to do when you were a kid, like something that was outrageous. You know what I mean? And like, I don't like saying that to people because you know what, some people don't have it in them to, or it's too late in their head to actually go for it. But I'm like, it's your one life, man. Like, at least give it a shot. And I know it might be a struggle, but I know like you won't get to spend as much time with your family and stuff because you're working your fucking ass off. But it's like you have to pick, and if you don't, man, you're just gonna be confused and you're gonna be doing something that just gets you by. But like,
I think the biggest problem right there, I think that the biggest thing you have to consider is regret. How much regret are you going to have because you did not give it a try, because you did not push over the edge, you did not give it your all?
Yeah.
And, you know, people often make excuses like, oh, well, I got a family, I have to do this. Oh, I have to support this, I have to provide for this. I'm very realistic about what you have to do to stay alive,
Yeah.
but there are still another 45 hours a day where you could not watch TV, you can go hone your craft to be great at something. You can make the sacrifices if you want to be great and not have regret. And I feel like what happens is people, when they get angry or frustrated or uncomfortable, it's because they're not willing to admit that they're dealing with regret. They're not willing to admit that they're going to have regrets, and they know they're just fucking giving up.
Like they're feeling bad about something that they fucked up in the past, and they handle it with different emotions.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's just kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Meh.
Did you see in the news that Justin Timberlake was holding hands with his co-star?
Yeah, I loved it. Because I want him to break up with Jessica Biel so I can marry Jessica Biel. Look, I'm younger than he is. I may not be as successful just yet. I'm definitely better looking. I think you should give it a try.
Whoa, JT's fucking fire. He looks so good. I don't think you're.
I don't fucking care, man. I'm telling you right now. If you took away his status,
listen, don't ever do that to Jessica Biel. First of all,
why not? I'm awesome.
No. What? No. Justin Timberlake.
Oh yeah.
Don't ever do that. You know what? Hey man, guess what? If you're with your high school sweetheart, you became famous, and then she wasn't that good looking. This is gonna come off as rude. Okay, so never mind. You don't do it to Jessica Biel.
No, she's way.
She's one of
too
like
hot.
she's almost like a wizard. You don't fuck over a wizard.
Yeah, you don't know what they're capable of, bro.
Not even that. It's like you got a wizard, dog. Don't fuck around. You know, like people like she's a unicorn. You don't fuck around with a unicorn.
Yeah, she's super hot.
She settled down for you, man.
Yeah, you're just so you're clear, you're the silver medal.
Yeah,
That's what you are.
you're the
Quit
reacher.
fucking around.
She's the settler.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus.
So kind of frustrates me. But he did make a statement in the news being like, "Oh, I drank too much. I didn't mean to do it. I wasn't doing anything. It was okay.
I wanted to look good
Fuck
for my
you,
children."
Dude.
It's like, dude, she was grabbing your kneecap, and you guys were holding hands. It's like, how much do you have to drink to be like, this is normal? This
Yeah,
is, like,
everybody's
no,
watching you. That's
no, no.
that's like the Hollywood version of a jerk off. Yeah, she
Nice.
whacked me off under the table. Yeah, that's what that was. That's what you did.
Yeah, I mean, you know, someone's in his. I guess he was like, I think what he should have said is, sorry guys, I got too drunk. I didn't think anyone was there because I was too drunk. So I didn't think anyone would see this, basically. He should have said, I didn't think anyone was going to see it. Basically, you're like, I didn't know if you guys were going to find out, so I apologize that you guys found out.
Yeah.
That's what he should have said, because if you guys are already holding hands and touching knees when you're in public, something must have happened when you weren't in public.
Yeah, you got to.
And he's like, nothing happened.
You got a raging semi right now. You know you do because you haven't. 100%. That's bullshit. He's into it.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
I just feel like Jessica Biel deserves better.
Me.
At this point. I feel like Megan deserves better.
My wife might deserve better than me.
Yeah. So so there's that. So I mean, yeah, that was I just honestly I was on my way back from improv, and these girls were fucking annoying on the subway next to, or the GO train next to me. They just wouldn't stop. Like, oh my god, these are cheddar and sour cream. Yeah, they are cheddar and sour cream, but like they just taste like sour cream, but they have cheddar in them. I was like, are you serious right now?
I do love a good cheddar and sour cream. I feel you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, listen, can I have some? I was hungry as fuck, but I was like, don't do that. It's gonna come off as weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
But then she's like, oh my god, Justin Timberlake. Did you see what happened in the news with him? I was like, no.
No, I did not.
So I went and searched that shit up, and I was like, oh, mind blown.
Oh, talk about other. You know what? In other news.
Yes.
So they're trying to impeach President Trump. Not gonna happen.
No.
Not gonna happen. But do you see what Trudeau did the other day? He was caught on camera with a hot mic talking shit about Trump.
No way.
with like Boris and some other world
What did
leader.
he say?
I don't know. I think they were just busting his balls, making fun of him for being a dumb fuck. But it's just like,
Yeah.
dude, you're in the middle of negotiating NAFTA. Why don't you shut your fucking mouth,
Oh
Trudeau?
man, time and a place, my
Yeah,
friend.
bro, what are you doing? Like, you got a hot mic and you're on camera. I'm gonna talk shit about him. Okay.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
You don't get to be a regular human being. You decided to be the prime minister.
Yeah.
I don't know why I threw on an accent, but I ran with it.
Southern Prime Minister.
A little bit.
All right.
I'm on Trump's side on this one a little bit.
Well, no.
I'm not, but still, don't fucking do that.
No, Trump's still a fuckhead, but Trudeau's
Yes.
an idiot.
It was so juvenile. I'm like, oh, there's the drama teacher. Nice work, pal.
Yeah, man. He's he's a not even pretty face. That's all he is. He doesn't.
He's not bad.
He doesn't.
He's not bad for a prime minister. He's not bad. As far as political leaders go, he's not bad.
Yeah,
Come
dude.
on.
All right. I'm more of a Kim Crawford kind of guy.
Yeah. All
But-
right. Nice.
But like, she only got in there on a technicality, really. So
Yeah.
I don't think she earned it.
It was short term, but I mean, all right.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty good with talking.
Yeah, I think I've had enough talking. You?
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
out.
I'm out. So
That was kind of funny, though. Thank you.
Bro
for
to
that.
Bro, episode 24 in the wraps. We will be back in 2 weeks. It's bi-weekly. I forgot to type that. It is bi-weekly. I know we only have 8 watches on our podcast so far, so the 8 of you just know that it will be back bi-weekly. So don't come back next week and be like, where are these motherfuckers at? We're bi-weekly, and that's the way it is.
I'm so happy that we're only disappointing 8 of you. That's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, I'm not upset. I honestly do this for myself because
It's a good outlet.
we're hilarious
Yeah.
for ourselves. You know what I mean? I like.
Eventually, people will love us.
All right.
All right.
You heard it here first. The 8 of you.
All
All right, later.
Peace.